Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Michael, and today I want to talk about finding a job. You see, finding a job is quite hard. Now, I'm not sure about you. Maybe you are in a field where it's quite easy to get a job. I don't know. But for me, it's been really hard. But there's a reason why it's been so hard. You see, I originally was a teacher. If you've been following me for a while now on this channel, you know that I was a teacher. History, to be specific, high school history. And I'm currently transitioning into non-teaching jobs. So I've been trying out for instructional design, IT help desk, administration type jobs, which are completely different, of course, from what I've been doing, with the exception of instructional design. I guess it's kind of similar. But I have been trying a lot for months now, almost a full year, to get a new job, and it's not going well. I basically apply for at least 10 jobs a month, sometimes more. The most amount of applies that I've done in a single month was 16 jobs, so that's quite a bit in my opinion. And it's just not working out. And there's a couple of things that I've started to notice. First of all, you need to get comfortable with rejection. I got rejected an awful lot, like a crazy amount, okay? Most of the times, I would either get no response or I would get a rejection, which kind of sucked. But it's not just that. I'm also starting to notice that it's also about papers. You need the right documents. You need to have the right degree, so to speak, right? So for me, I have a teaching degree and I have a history degree, right? But that's not like, even though I know an awful lot about, for example, Linux. I know a lot about servers, a lot about Windows, a lot about Linux, a lot about, computers just in general. I have applied to many IT positions. And we're talking entry level. We're not talking about like these high paying, wonderful, completely remote jobs. I'm talking about entry level, most of the times help desk positions. And all I get to hear is, no, you don't have the relevant qualifications. Keep in mind, I know a lot about this stuff. I am very capable with computers and with operating systems and with servers and whatnot. I just get rejected over and over and over again. They just look at basically what is your education, and if it doesn't comply with their ideas, they're done. And so I've been thinking about going back to teaching, but I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm comfortable with this. Like, even if it would take another full year, I'm okay. I'm not going to go back to teaching. I hated teaching. I hated it with a passion. And so what am I going to do now? Well, for one, I did have some job interviews. It wasn't all bad. Well, it was, but like, I mean, I did get invited to a couple of job interviews. Most of these sucked. Like, either the boss was god awful and they expected things of me that were completely ridiculous for the amount of money that I would be getting paid. Other job interviews just made it very clear that I just didn't want to work there, mainly for reasons that I won't go into now, but just ridiculous stuff. And basically, there was only one true job interview that gave me some hope. And this job interview was for a startup. And they needed an in-house instructional designer. That's what they needed. Because they were basically using freelancers for that stuff. I'm assuming that got too expensive, and now they needed like an in-house kind of guy who could do that for them. Instructional design, for the people that don't know, is just creating and designing, of course, creating and designing learning material for a company, a school, whatever the client does. Mostly online, not always, but mostly online. And I was the guy for the job. I knew that I could do this. They showed me what I had to do, and I could do that. And then for 2 months, they basically just strung me along and constantly kept calling me. Like on every Monday morning, they would call me and say, we just need one more week, and then we'll know for sure if you're going to be the guy for us to hire. Turns out that they needed multiple clients, like big clients, big fish, to reel them in before they could actually hire a full-time instructional designer. And at first, this kind of made sense to me. I was like, yeah, okay, fair enough. Like, they need the clients. But after 6 weeks, I was like, whoa, come on now. It shouldn't be this long for you to make up your mind. Like, either just hire me or don't hire me. So I just told them to F off at some point. And I just called it quits myself. I was like, no, we're not going to do this. And at this point, I'm just like, yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to do. Like, I live at home right now with my parents, which is fine. I like it here. I like my parents. I love them. But there's just a lot of stuff going on that I don't know. Like, my future is very uncertain right now, and that just kind of sucks, you know. So yeah, I'm not really sure how to end this video. Like, tell me about your own struggles with this. Are you struggling currently with unemployment? How did you find your job? Was it easy for you, or did it also take you a long time? Are you liking your current job if you are in fact employed? Just let me know. I'm just kind of curious about how you are doing and how life is for you, because for me it's really weird right now. I'm in a very weird place and point in my life. So anyway, I was Michael. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.